One of the most common questions that I come across when I'm working with different clients and students is the hurdle or roadblock that they don't have time. A lot of people, when they first get started with wanting to start an online business, they're interested, they're excited, they can't figure out or are unable to figure out how to fit it into your schedule. And what I've actually done is I've put together a list of like 15 different ways that you could find additional time in your day to create content. Now, the only caveat to this is going to be primarily for short format. So YouTube Shorts, TikTok, Instagram Reels, Facebook Reels, this is going to be the best opportunity. If you're going to do long form content, not all of these ideas are going to work. There's still going to be some opportunities there, but it's not going to work as well as if you're going to do short format video. So watch this video if you're struggling to find time, because I've got a whole bunch of different ideas out here to help you get started. So first things first, I firmly believe that we make time for the things that we want. If you are truly in a situation where you want to start an online business, you need to start an online business, you will carve out time. You will get rid of something old in order to make way for something new. Let me give you a quick example. When I first wanted to start my online business, I played a lot of video games. I would get up late, I would go to bed late, just so I could play video games. And what I realized is that if I wanted to really start my online business and if I wanted to scale it and get it to where I wanted it to go, I would have to eliminate one of those things. Around that same time, we had just had twins, so I couldn't eliminate being a father. I had to make sure that video games went. And so in place of playing video games, I would actually stay up and work on my online business from 8 p.m. to midnight. Now, I'm not telling you that's what you have to do essentially, but just know that if you want to make way for something new, you've got to get rid of something old. Here are some very simple things that you could do today to find more time in your life to create an online business. And what I'm actually going to challenge you to do, one more caveat, what I'm going to challenge you to do is to comment down below which one or two of these you plan on implementing. These are simple things that you could implement in your business today to see immediate results, to see immediate success. So let's go ahead, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into all of these different ways. Number 2 on my list is 15-minute breaks. You could use the 15-minute breaks that you get with your job to create a video. Now, instead of taking a smoke break or going to the lunchroom and looking through the vending machine, take that 15 minutes and create a TikTok video or a YouTube short. Create a short format video. Instead of wasting time talking to Janice down in accounting, make that TikTok video. That TikTok video is going to pay you much more frequently, much more over a long period of time than wasting 15 minutes talking about someone's weekend. Now, I understand networking and relationship building, but I would much rather spend 15 minutes to make a video. Now, what you can do is you can make 2 or 3 videos and store them in your saved files or in your drafts so that you just upload them when you're ready. But you get 2 15-minute breaks usually, one in the morning, one in the afternoon, make a video. Number 3, just like your 15-minute breaks, you also get a lunch. Now, when I first got started with my online business, I would take an hour lunch. I was a software developer at the time, and I would get an hour lunch. I would spend the first 30 minutes eating, and then the last 30 minutes doing outlines or just coming up with different ideas for my next video. And I'm going to encourage you to do the same thing. Take the first half of your lunch hour, so whether it's 30 minutes or an hour, and eat. Everybody's got to eat. I'm not telling you to skip a meal. Take the second half and make content. If you get an hour lunch, that should give you 30 minutes or the opportunity to make 2 or 3 videos. If you only get a 30-minute lunch, you can make at least 1 more video in that time frame. So definitely consider making a video or 2 and then storing it in your drafts. Number 4, and I think this is a really big one that most people overlook, your kids' practice. And what I mean by that is if your son or daughter is in soccer or gymnastics or baseball, instead of sitting in your car and aimlessly scrolling or even taking a nap, use that as an opportunity to create content. A quick example with this one is on Mondays and Wednesdays, I was the coach for my son's baseball team. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, I was the coach for my other son's flag football team. When I would look over at the parents, all I saw them do was scroll. They were flicking their thumb from bottom to top, bottom to top. And so why not take that opportunity to make a video or 2? In most instances, practices and games are at least an hour long, sometimes longer. Take that opportunity, instead of scrolling so much, to make a video. Hopefully you're starting to see that we can use what I call the margins of your time as an opportunity to make videos and to get out of the saturation that you're in. Now, people in general want to make content so that they can stop living paycheck to paycheck. They want to fire their boss, or maybe they just want to take a vacation or two without feeling guilty. Hopefully you're able to see that what I'm outlining for you today are different opportunities for you to do just that. Number 5, a really good opportunity, I think, are when you're doing household chores. So if you're washing dishes, if you're folding laundry, if you're just taking clothes from the wash machine and putting them into dryer, that would be a really good opportunity to make a video or two. Now, toward the end of this video, I'm going to give you some suggestions and some ideas so that you're not just kind of left out into the lurch. Think about all of the chores that you're responsible for and use that as opportunity to create content. If you're folding clothes, you're folding those towels, it's actually a really good hook, and it's a subtle way to keep people's attention, and you are conveying a message. So really, really important, a really good opportunity is to simply create content while you're also doing chores. Another really good opportunity is rush hour traffic. Now, I'm not telling you to create content while you're driving. What I am telling you is if you're sitting in traffic and you can't go anywhere, that's a good opportunity to either make a video or use voice to text to create some outlines. For example, just yesterday, the LA Dodgers had a playoff baseball game that ended during rush hour. There were tons of videos where it showed people literally sitting in traffic because they couldn't move. If you're sitting there and you're a captive audience, you can't go anywhere, make a video or at least start putting together an outline so that when you can sit down to make a video, you will be more efficient with your time. If you're sitting around, if you live in a major city, Houston, Atlanta, Las Vegas, Chicago, any major city that experiences tons of rush hour traffic, that might be your opportunity to make a video. Another big one, what I think is really, really simple, are commercial breaks. Back in the day when streaming first got started, there weren't any commercials and we loved it. Nowadays, every platform has commercials. For example, Peacock, they have like 5 commercials before you get to the video or show that you actually want to watch. Instead of watching those commercials, make a video. You'll be able to mute the TV, talk about whatever it is you want to talk about, and you'll still have time to watch the TV show that you want to watch. One thing that I want to press upon you is that consumers spend money and content creators make money. If you can create a bunch of content, you'll be in a very good position to start making money and to stop spending it. But if you're watching a show that has a bunch of commercial breaks, or if you're watching live TV, these are definitely opportunities for you to create content. Along with commercial breaks, I like to talk about live sports. For me, I'm a football fan, and on Sundays, I watch a lot of football. This past Sunday, my favorite team, the Chicago Bears, their first game was at 8:30 a.m. Before the original kickoff, they had a pregame show. They have a halftime show. They have a postgame show. And then the normal games that started at 12 o'clock Central Time, they had a pregame show. They had a halftime show and a postgame show. Football goes on from 8:30 a.m. until about 10 p.m. my time. There are plenty of opportunities to create content. In addition to the pregame, halftime, and postgame shows, anytime there is a commercial. So for football, anytime there's a touchdown, anytime there's a change of possession, anytime there's a timeout, that's at least 2 minutes where you could essentially create a video. Hopefully you're able to see that there is lots of opportunity. And what I want to press upon you is that you just need to do 2 of these things that I'm mentioning. You don't have to do them all. Just find 2 that work best for you, and you'll be surprised by the changes that are made. After live sports, another good opportunity is to batch create your content. And this is going to require a little bit of planning. What I used to do is I used to write all of my hooks on Friday. On Saturday, I would sit down and make 30 videos, which would take me about an hour to an hour and a half. And then on Sunday, I would spend time editing those videos. When I did that, I would have enough videos for 2 weeks worth of content, assuming I uploaded at least 2 videos every single day. And that doesn't even include if I responded to other people's videos or responded to comments that people made on my videos. So I could have 2 to 3 weeks worth of content just by planning out and batch creating. Now, again, this does take a little bit of time and a little bit of planning, but if you decide to batch create, you'll actually be really surprised at how far your content will go. Batch create when possible. These next two are really simple. They're kind of difficult, but they're really simple. Wake up 30 minutes earlier. If you wake up 30 minutes earlier and you make 2 videos every single day, you'll have a bunch of videos stored in your drafts that you can upload throughout the day. In addition to waking up 30 minutes earlier, go to bed 30 minutes later. Instead of going to bed at 9, go to bed at 9:30. Take those 2 extra hours and actually make videos. Don't just watch more TikTok. This next one is something that I do literally every single day, and it's really, really powerful. And it's something that I kind of have to do because I don't have a choice. You can create content during parent pickup and parent drop off. Now, if you look at my TikTok videos, a lot of my TikTok videos are done in my car because I'm either dropping kids off or picking them up from school. Now, the government says that you've got to pick them up and drop them off, and so I'm kind of forced to be there. But one thing that I really decided to do, and I've seen a very positive change in my business, is I've decided to create a video in the morning while I'm sitting in parent drop-off line, and then I actually go live during parent pickup. I'm sitting literally in parent pickup for at least an hour, and so it's a really good opportunity to actually make content. And the other benefit of creating content in your car is that you've got really good natural lighting. The lighting looks good, a nice sound environment, and you can talk until your heart's content. So if you drop kids off or you pick them up from school, there's plenty of opportunity to create content. Another good opportunity is if you take long walks. You could simply whip out your phone and make a video while you're walking. The really interesting thing about short format video and walking is that it seems like you're in a rush. It's a very captive audience. People tend to watch the entire video or watch a little bit longer at the very least because you're walking, you're in motion. For whatever reason, because maybe TikTok started as a dancing app, it loves to push videos in which people are walking from one place to another. So if you take yourself on walks or you take your family on walks, while you're walking, whip out your phone and make a video. Another opportunity is while you're sitting in the fast food line. For example, in the morning, I go get Dunkin' Donuts coffee. While I'm sitting in line, I'm usually waiting 3 to 5 minutes to get my coffee. That's a perfect opportunity to make a video. If you drink Starbucks, if you eat McDonald's, whatever fast food, it doesn't really matter. If you find yourself sitting in a fast food line and you can't move, you can't go anywhere, take that 3 to 5 minutes to make a video. And you don't get frustrated at what's taking so long because you're actually doing something constructive. One pro tip that I have that I certainly recommend: for every 5 pieces of content that you consume, make a video. So if you find yourself on TikTok or YouTube Shorts and you've watched 5 videos, content that you should consume is the content that you've made. You'll be surprised at how much content you'll be able to push out into the world if you just follow this method, the 5x1 method. For every 5 pieces of content you consume, take 5 minutes and make one of your own videos, either upload it right away or save it as a draft. Another really simple thing that you can do is you could actually just react to content that's already in your niche. I call this the piggybacking method, and it's one of my favorite ways to get more traffic, get more attention on my accounts. What I do is I look for videos that have already proven to do well in my niche, videos that have gotten 5,000, 10,000, or even 15,000 likes, comments, and shares, and I'll simply piggyback or react to that video. I'll let the video play for the first 5 to 7 seconds, and then I'll add in my own information, my own spin, and my own opinions. The great thing about reacting to videos that are already out there is that you have the opportunity to ride the wave. If you're a brand new content creator, I don't think you should be creating the wave. I think that you should ride the wave that is already out there. That provides a better opportunity. So here are some tips to help you create content. I mentioned a lot about creating an outline. If you have no idea where to start, do this. Go over to a website called answerthepublic.com and type in a keyword or a glossary term for your niche. For example, if you are in the makeup niche, type in oily skin, type in skincare routine, or something along those lines. Make sure whatever words you're typing in are words that your target audience are actually going to be searching. If you use Answer the Public, you are going to get a list of words that people are searching in Google, and that's going to give you some inspiration and ideas to create content. You can also look at your target audience's pain points, goals, dreams, desires, and things that they're thinking but afraid to say out loud. Another opportunity is to use ChatGPT or AI. You're going to type in your niche, for example, skincare, and you're going to ask AI to return a list of keywords that your target audience is actually searching for. It's very important that you get words or terms that your your target audience is searching for so that you get the best output. But hopefully these 15 ideas will help you out. Like I mentioned earlier, I want you to comment down below which of these you plan on using. If you just do 2 of these methods, you will see a drastic change in your online business. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.